So, you know what's interesting? The energy today, it feels kind of almost suspended in a weird way. It's like when you wake up and the world is is more quiet than usual, and you can't tell if this means that something weird is about to happen or if you're finally getting some peace. And there's a sense that something is clicking into place, but you're not sure whether to trust it yet. And it's like that feeling when you finally cleaned your space after weeks of chaos, and suddenly everything feels still, but you don't quite know what to do with the stillness. So for some of you, this could show up as finally finishing something that's taken forever, like a renovation, a project, a tough conversation, even. And now that it's done, you're realizing how much of your identity was wrapped in the doing of this thing. And for others, it's the lull after emotional exhaustion. Maybe you've had to hold everything together lately for your family, for your job, or for everyone else. And now that the noise has faded, you can finally hear your own thoughts again. And that's the kind of energy that's hanging in the air right now. It's like life is whispering to you, okay, what do you want to build next? So let's see what the cards want to say to that today. And the first card is your Challenger card. And here we have the Four of Wands. So this is interesting because the Four of Wands is a card of joy. It's a card of celebration, milestones, even community. But as your challenge, it's telling a different story. It's saying that you've hit some kind of checkpoint, something you've been striving toward, and yet instead of feeling proud or relieved, there's a weird emptiness inside of you. You're not fully letting yourself enjoy what's there. So think about it. Maybe you recently got some recognition at work. You got a good job from your boss or even a raise. But instead of celebrating, you caught yourself thinking it's not enough yet. Or maybe you finished something you've been pouring a lot of energy into. Maybe it's a move, a creative project, or even just getting through a stressful time. And rather than basking in getting through it, your brain immediately said, all right, what's next? What's going to happen now? And that's your block right now. The Four of Wands is asking you to slow down and recognize that the stability you wanted is already here. You've built something solid. And even if it's imperfect right now, the universe is saying to you, please stop rushing past your own victories. And this card can also be about your need for connection. Some of you might feel like you're surrounded by people, but still kind of lonely. Like you do all this work for everyone else, you show up for birthdays, you organize plans, you hold people together, but when it's your turn, no one really shows up in the same way. So the challenge isn't that you're unsupported, it's that you've stopped letting people in. And with that, let's move to our mirror card. And here we have, oops. And here we have the Page of Wands. And this card kind of lights a match in your energy. The Page of Wands, it's that first spark of curiosity for you. It's this voice that's saying to you, what if I tried this? And it's not polished, it's not strategic, it's just almost like inspiration. And right now, that's your reflection. You're feeling something new stirring inside of you, but you might not know what to do with it yet. And maybe you've been getting random ideas popping into your head, like suddenly wanting to start painting again, or you're looking at new jobs late at night, or you're feeling drawn to travel somewhere that you can't explain. And for others, it's showing up maybe a little bit more subtly. You know, like suddenly caring about your space again. You're rearranging things, you're lighting candles at night, you're changing your routine, and that's your inner fire trying to come back online. And here's what the page is teaching you. You don't need to have it all figured out to begin with. It's okay to play around. It's okay to be a beginner again. To do something just because it calls to you, not because it's profitable or productive or impressive to anyone. So in many ways this can look like a hobby. This can look like cleaning out your basement. And the mirror position says that this is your reminder. You're allowed to feel excited about life again, even if it's fragile, even if it's uncertain. So our last card is our helper card. And this card reflects what is going to help you right now. And we have Temperance here. And Temperance steps in as your quiet guide today. It's this soft reminder that balance doesn't mean stagnation. It means that you're aligned. It's this deep exhale after forcing things to move too fast. You know, you've been swinging between extremes here. You've been working nonstop and then burning out. You've been opening up and then shutting down. You've been planning everything and then wanting to disappear. Temperance brings you back to this center. It's not asking you to stop, but it's asking you to blend more, to find this kind of middle rhythm that lets life flow instead of just lurch around from one corner to the next. So for some of you, this literally looks like pacing yourself again. It looks like taking one thing at a time, not over-promising your energy, not feeling guilty for resting. And for others, temperance shows up as emotional healing. And it's the kind that's so slow you barely notice it until one day you wake up and you realize that the thing that used to break you doesn't really hit you as hard anymore. And that's balance. And there's also this strong energy or message here about timing. You're being prepared for something, but the timing is sacred. So if something's not happening yet, it's not punishment, but it's more protection to you. And temperance here is saying to you, just let it simmer. It'll come. So when we kind of weave all of these cards together today, the Four of Wands, the Page of Wands, and Temperance, they paint a story of transition. You've built something real, you've survived the noise, you're starting to feel sparks of life again, but before you run toward the next thing, the cards are asking you to pause. You know, they're asking you to celebrate what is, explore what could be, and trust the space in between all of that. So this isn't the chapter of doing more. It's the chapter of becoming more aligned. So if you're feeling restless, like you're ready for a new adventure, but you can't quite see the map yet, that's perfect. That's exactly where you're supposed to be. So take today as your invitation to breathe, to appreciate, to move slowly but intentionally, because something new is forming. It's on the horizon for you. And this time you'll be ready to receive it when it arrives. So if this reading resonated with you today, please leave me a comment. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. So until next time, ciao.